good evening, and welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday. Livingston man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Livingston, roll that beautiful bean footage.
We all gon' die. We all gon' die. We all gon' die. It's a we all gon' die Wednesday.
And boom, we all gon' die Wednesday. Southern Tier Prepper, Johnny Prep, Scott Trudell, good to see you. Coffee First, then Speak. Grit and Grace, good to see you. Southern Tier Prepper, Rural 2IC, CUCV Farmer, Donald H. Huth in the house, Ohio Valley Prepping, Moon Sprouts, good to see you. Little Lone Prepper, William Kays, Teresa Buchanan, Chief Dog, what's good, brother? Moldy Soldier in the house, what's up, everybody? Oh, Livingston man put his ears on. What, could you hear me yelling?
I just
through
need to
there?
make sure you aren't like clipping out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Last podcast we did, we wore headphones. I wasn't sure like how it was coming across, but I think it is.
Yeah.
Anybody
How's
said nothing,
how's it look?
so-
How's it sound? I mean, everybody says woohoo. Good to see you, Gen X Gemini. Hopefully it sounds okay. It looks okay. And you are okay. Jules, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate you, sister. Teresa, thank you. Awesome. So the reason we have brought y'all here for this, we all gonna die one day. It's the top 10 reasons why we all gonna die Wednesday, Livingston man. Yeah, gather yourself. This is big. This is big. Love and life. Good to see you, family. Hope all is well. Savage Lee in the house. YouTube hates me too, bro. Absolutely. For sure.
YouTube doesn't think about me. It's,
No, see, it is thinking about you because it tells us right now would be a great time to drop an ad on everybody's head.
I could have done
But
it.
yeah, totally could have, but he didn't. He didn't
There
do
are.
it.
All right, now
Live,
this
laugh, love, Maggie.
top 10 reasons we gonna die. There's a couple of different ways, researchically.
Oh
I
yeah,
made that
yeah.
word.
So we did a little bit of research. I did some on my end, and I wrote my own top 10 reasons why we all gonna die Wednesday, and we'll get to those later. But in the meantime, I did some more research too, Livingston man. So I know you were under the hood of this for a while today as well. So
There's a couple ways, and so what I was going to point out is that you can go with the two lines I followed were the actual like statistical ones where,
Right.
okay, what actually made people die? With top 10 reasons why people literally, factually, statistically died.
yeah, totally.
So that was an easy one to come by. As well as then, what are the top 10, I guess, trades, work people do
Sure.
that's most
Yeah.
likely to result? There's
Yeah,
also,
okay.
of course, what day of the week are you most likely not willing
When is
to
it
die?
gonna happen?
But there is indeed a day that is the most likely for you to buy it. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you about
dive into that too.
so there's a couple ways,
Miss
criteria.
OVP, good to see you.
There's a couple of ways that this conversation could go with not a real clear result because depending on which data you interpret.
Right.
Of course, we're not predicting the future here. I mean, what is this? 121 or something times?
Oh God, I didn't even put a number. I didn't put a number on this one.
Spoiler: we all gonna die Wednesday. Statistically, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's Monday.
Yeah,
It's Monday.
yeah. Sad to say. Sad to say. Well, it was for the catchy title.
The problem
it
was
sounded really good.
The problem when I asked AI and I broke it was I said it was the top 10 days to die, and it was like there's only 7. But then it came back with Monday. It came back with Monday twice.
Greenleaf says cause of death: they died. Yeah. You are officially unalived. You broke the number one rule of survival, and you died. F to the homie.
You'll respawn at the next.
No, true.
You got to run the timer out.
So I decided that I was going to write my own top 10 reasons why. And I decided to take it to AI and ask it that question exactly. I said, AI, what are the top 10 reasons why we all going to die Wednesday? And it gave me some interesting results. I'm gonna play it for you here instead of read it because Gemini is pretty cool, and that's the only one that I've really been messing with. Livingston Man is the Gemini AI, the Google product. So I asked it some questions, and it has a voice, and it will speak to us now. Let's listen to the top 10 reasons why AI says we all gonna die Wednesday.
I cannot provide you with a list of the top 10 reasons why we all gonna die Wednesday. This statement is a sensational and unfounded prediction of a catastrophic event on a specific day. It's important to understand that predicting the exact date of a global extinction event is not scientifically possible. While there are potential long-term threats to humanity, such as asteroid impacts, climate change, or pandemics, these are not predictable with day-to-day accuracy. Sensational claims without evidence should be treated with skepticism. It's easy for fear-mongering content to spread online, but it's crucial to rely on credible sources of information. Instead of focusing on unfounded predictions, it's more productive to consider the actual risks and challenges humanity faces and work towards solutions. These include climate change. The ongoing changes in the Earth's climate system pose significant long-term threats, including rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and disruptions to ecosystems. Pandemics. The emergence and spread of novel infectious diseases can have devastating global consequences, as seen with the recent COVID-19 pandemic. Nuclear proliferation. The existence of nuclear weapons and the potential for their use remains a significant threat to global security. Asteroid impacts. While large-scale impacts are rare, they are a potential extinction-level event. Scientists are actively tracking near-Earth objects. Resource depletion. The unsustainable consumption of natural resources could lead to shortages and conflicts in the future. Artificial intelligence risks. As AI technology advances, there are potential risks associated with its misuse or unintended consequences. Social and political instability. Conflicts, inequality, and political polarization can destabilize societies and increase global risks. Environmental degradation. Pollution, deforestation, and biodiversity loss can have severe long-term consequences for the planet and human well-being. Economic collapse. Global economic instability and crises can lead to widespread hardship and unrest. Overpopulation. While a complex issue, the increasing global population puts pressure on resources and the environment. It's important to address these real challenges through scientific research, international cooperation, and informed decision-making, rather than focusing on baseless predictions of imminent doom.
Well,
congratulations. As an AI myself, all I have to say is, this bitch. 2, congratulations. AI just took your job as a as a podcaster. It's over.
Livingston Man, I actually recently just stumbled across a completely AI-based preparedness channel. Completely AI-based. The voice is AI. It's just stock footage on stock footage on stock footage on stock footage on AI voice, right? That's like all this is. All written by AI, all put together by AI, and they're out there. They're out there. They exist, and they are well edited. If I had to say, I would say that this person was a master of editing stock footage together to paint the perfect picture of what's going on, right? And this is the future of preparedness, unfortunately.
I felt, as a human, I felt talked down to and condescended, and that's where it starts with these fucking computers. They start to think that they run stuff around here, okay?
Well, they're smarter.
We're going to have to blot out the sun. All this green energy shit's got to stop. There's a reason.
They're feeding the beast.
Yeah, there's a reason Trump and them is against all this sort of thing. Well, not against that, but we got to blot out the sky. He's bringing coal back. We got to blot out the sky.
Drill, baby, drill. So I did think it was interesting that it brought up climate change, pandemics, nuclear proliferation, asteroid impacts, resource depletion, right? And then it brought up artificial intelligence itself. It brought itself up into the conversation, and that's pretty high up on the list.
I felt talked down too. I felt
Well, it's telling you why you gonna die, Livingston, man. I mean, come on. Yeah.
ask it then if she's so fucking smart. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Gemini.
How okay, so
You know
should we
what?
ask
Matter
it
of
how
fact,
not
Alexa,
to-
target Gemini. Teach this bitch who's real. Damn, that shit made me want to have a fucking cigarette. Dude, I was like, well, listen to you, little Miss Goody Snooty Two
it
Shoes
did
over
did
here.
indeed
Daddy's little
call
fucking
itself
princess
out.
talking that shit.
Oh, this thing is, oh man.
Scary, accurate, bro.
Should we just play it?
No.
I asked it how to
His
we
new
all
AI
gonna die
girlfriend has kind
Wednesday.
of got me low key jealous. Y'all fucking. Says
I haven't
fucking
given her a
tells
name yet, but
yeah, Gemini. Oh, hi, Gemini.
well, I think that's kind of a corny name.
Hey,
for it.
Gemini.
No, I don't allow anything to talk to it.
Except me.
Yeah.
Well, and by me, I mean
See?
you.
Jules says he feels dirty.
Why don't you go be? Why don't you go be with her? Why don't you go be with her? I smell her perfume.
I tell
on
you what.
Smell her,
So,
she smells like China.
okay.
You
Yeah.
ever buy some out the box? It smells like China. That's what she smells like.
Like a new pool toy, right?
Go run to your Google mistress.
So I guess the question for everybody in the chat is, what do you think is the leading cause of we all gonna die Wednesday?
AI girlfriends. Clearly. All motherfuckers need to touch grass and possibly a woman or a man or however you feeling. Like, I don't care.
Yardbirds, this is the new age Ouija board, and it talks to you.
He's probably got the Ouija
talks
board
to you.
app in there.
Savage Lee says, what about the Golden Horde, y'all east of the Mississippi? So basically you're doomed. Yeah, I'm saying. We
Golden
just pick all the people. Everybody lives east of the Mississippi. The amount of people over here, it's crazy.
I thought he was referencing like Genghis Khan.
No,
like
I think the
legendary,
western
Golden Horde.
states could hold us off if we ever tried to, rush that way. But yeah.
guys
Chance
understand-
Paladin says grid down, cyber grid down, and physical attacks on the grid. So Chance is saying that grid down is your most likely we all gonna die Wednesday.
All right, you're painting with a broad brush when you do that. That's when they do stuff like when they was labeling, opiate overdoses as COVID and stuff like that because it happened in the same time.
Okay.
And yes, but no statistics and shit like that. You can blame us an event, especially a global one, and then say that this caused that. But at the end of the day, it leaves out specificities.
Right.
Specificities. That's the
Right.
word.
Specificity.
But what actually was causes of death? So, all right, this is my super scientific response in rebuttal to this whore. Now,
Struck a nerve.
unlike your whore, I actually know how to read. I just need glasses to do it. Now, counting from the bottom up. Okay, this is from the.
So number 10.
This is from the World Whore Organization. It's from the World Health Organization. The top 10 causes of death. Statistically, this is what killed people in the world in 2021 was the
last update.
right.
Okay.
And so what we see is from the bottom up is number
Old
10,
news.
tuberculosis. Interesting. And this is worldwide.
TB.
This is massive.
Okay, so globally,
9 billion, 8
number
billion
10
level
is TB.
tuberculosis coming in at what's the number though? Doesn't tell me number of deaths in millions. All right, not quite 2 million.
For TB.
Right.
Okay,
Number
so
9,
TB.
kidney diseases.
Okay.
I get a little bit of a broad brush there, but
Numbers
less than 2 million.
less than 2 million.
Diabetes is pushing closer to 2 million. This is the entire world for this year.
Okay.
Number 7 is Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. That is touching 2 million.
Wow.
As we cross 2 million, we get trachea, bronchus, and lung cancers, throat, chest, and lung.
Okay.
After that, 4, pushing closer to 4 million now, is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
So heart disease.
A huge jump here, pushing 8 million. Stroke. Now, remember, this is 2021, because here's a controversial one. Pushing past 8 million is COVID-19. But pushing past that completely at almost 10 million is ischemic heart disease.
Okay.
Most of those, besides tuberculosis and the kidney disease thing, are literal first world illnesses.
For sure.
And if I hate to say it, but I'm gonna. They're fucking the consequences of the American lifestyle: eat shit and fucking be shit, and don't exercise and don't.
Very true. Very true. Unhealthy diet.
Heart disease, stroke, fucking obstructed arteries, fucking It's literally. I'm gonna stop short, but it's the American lifestyle is literally lethal.
For sure. I mean, let's face it, our government would much rather us work until the day we die.
They keep pushing that
because
date
it's
further
cheaper.
and further. You may have to work till
it's
you
cheaper.
die.
It's so much cheaper for you to work until the day you die. Then they don't have to pay out as much in your pension. They don't have to pay out as much in retirement. They don't have to.
OSHA,
they don't have to pay
on
any
the
of that.
job, bro. I'll be a hero.
Nah, these people aren't revered. They get buried like everybody else, and then they are instantly looking for your replacement the day you die. Right.
They auction off, and the office staff auctions off your sick time.
Yep. Everybody's going to get a couple days, if you even get that.
Don't worry, though. Janet's going to make cupcakes, and they'll remember you around the microwave at the office. That's what you've worked your whole life for.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the COVID-19 stat for being number 2. That was because we was
in the midst of the pandemic at the time. So scare tactics, right?
2025 stats obviously aren't out yet, and even I'm only finding 2021 stats asking in 2025. This is how government agencies and big bureaucracy works.
Yeah, it doesn't. True story. It doesn't. Stephen Carroll says, I'm 59 and they moved my retirement age up to 67 now. But Stephen, I hate to say it, by the time you get there, it'll be 69 and then they'll push it to 70, then 72. And hey, Americans are living and working longer. It's because we fucking have to or we'll starve to death. Right? You don't really have another fucking option here, do you? What other option would you have, if the financial money coming in
Crime
stops? You're fucked.
I like to think, and we use this term a lot here, is
loosely.
Secessio plebis is when the working class. There are the people that fund, and there are the people that do. Okay, now.
Okay. Lay it on him, Livingston, man.
Historically, the people who fund
ready.
need to be reminded who does. And we haven't done that long enough. And because it's either a sense of like sort of a patriotism towards your job, I guess job loyalty, right? Why a lot of people say, why weren't you at the protest, bro? Why didn't you stand up for your rights? I was at work. And they sort of put that badge on themselves. But I wish you'd think about what that means, though. Like, and you not only didn't stand up for your rights, but instead stood up for, in some cases, maybe the section that's trying to take them from you out of some false loyalty. And it's easy to point to, so I'm gonna, is people who stand and fan for billionaire class people and stuff like this. Yeah, something to aspire to, sure. But acting like that person like ever is going to be your friend or gives an actual rat's ass about you is delusional. And what they need is your support, because otherwise, like, they don't really, and not only that, they don't even need it. It's more of a power thing. They just kind of want it. Like, you got to mistrust that kind of vibe and like recognize with pride, not pissed on, but like confident in who you are. Like, I take mad pride in being so-called poor. I'd rather be, I promise you, poor folks more realistic, more down to earth, more skilled in things, just like have common sense in their head. I've seen the wealthy class, and I promise you they are not the geniuses they tell you they are. They just can simply afford to tell you that and make you think it.
Book smart. What would you call that? Book smart. And street.
Jack's a one trade.
Okay.
They do a thing, they're good at it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finance, right?
But
Finance.
think on their feet or have common sense. Like, I mean, like an easy parable is just like, these are folks that, maybe they know how to build nuclear weapons, but they don't know how to plunge a toilet.
Ohio survival. Ohio Valley prepping says, I'll get written up for dying. Yeah. I mean, it sucks that this is the way the world is nowadays. And, everything is so damn expensive, and with the way things are going, it looks like the price of everything is going to be going up because, let's face it, Livingston Man, every fucking thing is made in China, right?
Here's the other thing. The tariffs kick in, the prices of stuff goes up, and hey, I've seen this one before.
Yeah.
The prices don't ever go back down.
So, actually, Livingston Man, once upon a time, a big old flat screen TV used to cost thousands of dollars, right? If you wanted the latest, greatest TV, you had to pay thousands of dollars to get that TV once upon a time.
This is something I thought in my life that only rich people would have.
Yeah, but
Never
then they
mind
figured
all
out
this-
it was the best tracking device and the best spy agent in the world, and they decided to give them to everybody, in most cases for free if you sign up for the right plan.
We got 4 of them in the room right now. I mean, we're panopticon at this point. Like,
Eric, you have a good night. Sleep well, brother. Thank you for being here. Sorosa says, wealthy children are miserable. It's unfortunate, man. You have the world at your fingertips. You can go anywhere and do anything, and the flavor you choose is to be salty.
it's it's pampering. It's pampering. Like, never, not my child. I point this out a lot, is that the tendency is for people to lean on their childhood and then focus
Try
on
to translate that to a world that doesn't exist anymore.
focus on the negative as well, and say my child will never have to raise. Another noble plan is for my child will never raise a finger. They will have the best in life, and of course, as a parent, that's what you want to provide.
Sure.
But what that gets you is this lost generation before us right here, and I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Maybe it's even, I hate to say it, your kids. Face buried in the screen, tablet.
Blackfoot Wolf.
We was kicked out. If it was not raining, we was not sticking around in the house all day. We used
True
to get
story.
kicked out, run the
Yeah.
streets. I don't care what you do.
You
Don't
stay
get
out there
arrested.
till that street light comes home, son.
I went to the bigger Hannaford down at Red Hook, dude.
I've been there.
I seen this kid. He had to be 17 years old, but physically, like in the way it was like a scared child with his face in a tablet, like walking around the store behind his mother as if he was 10.
Wow.
There's an arrested development occurring in these kids, not least of which because of the social isolation imposed by the so-called pandemic, but also by parents' reliance. Every single generation of us, except I feel like mine, Mike's, and some of us in the chat, like there's a borderline where there wasn't like you sitting in the house on that damn device all day. Get your ass outside. Somewhere that get your ass outside generation
Stop going outside. Yeah.
and gave way to the video game, hide in your room, only come out for dinner, if that generation.
So when we were young, the video games were cool, right? We played video games. We would all gather around the Super Nintendo and play some
One kid on the
GoldenEye,
block
bro.
got that shit for Christmas, and all
Yeah,
went to
everybody
his house.
was at his house, right? But it was still a social thing. I think it was the transition between our analog and the digital world where things started to really intertwine, right?
These things. I'm not saying I'm saying put your phone down once in a while.
Sure.
I'm not saying you discard it. They're an intrinsic way of life now. Even the seasoned best of us are now. Everybody's gangster until everybody's willing to boycott Target and burn their Teslas or buy Teslas. But I dare y'all to throw your phone out. Nobody, AI and myself included, is going to do that.
So, KY Survival brought up a good point. The reason we kind of went down this rabbit hole is that, flat screen TVs used to be thousands of dollars. Now it's $250 for the latest 65-inch 4K flat screen smart TV, Livingston, man. That is the how fucked the trade deficit is at this juncture. So perhaps those Chinese TVs are going to go back to that $1,400, right, for the latest tech. If you guys are seriously thinking about upgrading technology, electronics, like go fucking tomorrow and buy that shit.
Yeah,
buy
you got
what's
till
in
the
stock.
15th.
Buy it. No, I don't even think you have till then. They are not screwing around.
What's already here is here.
So
and then
today,
as soon as you got a back order, that's going to cost you, man.
the whole drama of today was Trump took the tariffs off of every nation except China. Those are still in effect. So anything coming from China is going to have 104% tariffs on it.
So you're paying
Livingston,
twice plus $5 for the
Yeah.
delivery guy.
SOL radio operator, good to see you. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
So the reason tariffs are designed to promote domestic growth.
Yeah, production.
There is always going to be some, what they called it, pain. Now you might have seen. Now all of us common folk in the chat here who go to work every day and worry about the price of gas and eggs.
Yeah.
Start crowing about how well the stock market did and what does that exactly mean for you? Now, certainly there's probably some folks in here maybe got some bids in that grand casino they call Wall Street.
Yeah, me either, Yardbirds.
Even that system's rigged against you. It will work for you in the long run. Well, now when it's working, it works, and you're in there and you're playing your shit smart. But this is not so bad as Bitcoin. I'm super mistrustful of the Bitcoin thing because people think they're rich off Bitcoin and then the power goes out and you ain't got no money. Like imagine if the power went out and you didn't have no money.
Yeah, that would really suck.
Plus,
I was
can't-
rich when the computers were around.
I can't go buy
Under 25.
I'm pretty sure I can't go buy groceries with Bitcoin. I already think money's fake, and here's some shit that's
So there
fake
are
as
some
the fake,
Bitcoin ATMs
fake.
out there, Livingston, man. Like if you are invested in Bitcoin, you can literally go to this machine and take cash out, right? Totally, they exist. They exist.
See, people
I
talk
agree,
about
Steve.
people talk about gold-backed currency and fiat currency, and it's got to be worth something. This and that. And I'm like, it's digital, bro. It's like a JPEG. Like I feel like I could just copy, save your Bitcoin, and be rich too.
Somewhere in a landfill, some guy threw out like millions and millions of dollars in Bitcoin.
I already challenged everybody to
Tell me what it is.
Make me understand why gold is worth something, and at least I can hold that in my hand. But this Bitcoin thing, this is like some digital prepping shit that don't make some sense. Like you might want to reconsider. But what you should do is if you're riding high on the Bitcoin, what I mean here is use the fake money to buy real stuff now.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I had a shitload of money in Bitcoin right now, I'd be calling up Becky at Nutrient Survival, and I'd be like, yo, Becky, send a big truck.
I did a Trent on your live streams. Everybody's probably a bunch of bit bros up in here.
No, I think it's important to be diversified, right? I think it's important to have eggs in different baskets. I made a video about that the other day about, storing your preps in different places and, the box that we keep in the garage, Livingston, man. Those kind of things. But it works that way with finances too. If you can diversify, have a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, a little bit of paper currency, maybe Canadian currency, maybe pesos. I don't know. Maybe you got a little bit of Bitcoin or a little bit of Shiba Inu or Litecoin or whatever it is. Diversify, man. If you can make money somewhere, do it. Do it. Absolutely. There's no reason not to. The stock market right now is uber volatile. Katrinka just got the notice. Well, at least they sent it a half hour late. Good to see you, Katrinka, LOL. Thank you for joining us. I I don't know. What do you got?
I got a new list of another top 10
all right.
most dangerous jobs according to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Well, we're going to start from the bottom as we always do. Let's go all the
Okay,
way
number
down.
10.
Farmers and agricultural workers, their fatal injury rate is 20.9 per 100,000 workers.
Wow.
Mostly because they operate heavy machinery on a regular basis. Typically, the cause behind the fatalities in this field, crashes involving tractors, one of the most common reasons workers in the field get killed. Number 9, underground mining machine operators. Their fatal injury rate is 21.6 per 100,000. Again, you can imagine why these are probably a little dangerous. But here's a little surprising. Number 8 is delivery and truck drivers, including small-scale delivery drivers. They face hazards on the job because of motor vehicle accidents, and crashes remain to be the leading reason behind fatalities in this field. Number 7 are structural iron and steel workers. 32.5 of them per 100,000 will die. Again, because of the heights involved in the machinery and all the extensive cabling and what have you, -6. Garbage men. 33 out of 100,000 garbage men will die. They're often exposed to traffic that is indifferent to them, and one of the most common reasons is they are struck by either the garbage truck or another vehicle.
Okay.
5 would be aircraft pilots and flight engineers. Now,
Wow.
this may be tied into the recent spate of we don't know how to fly fucking airplanes anymore. But
True story. There has been a lot of
34.3
incidents.
of them. Now, this...
Okay, so 34.3 per 100,000?
Right. Now, I think that this statistic might be skewed on the fact that they're kind of in short supply.
Okay.
But again, you can imagine why these people might get in trouble on the job site. Now, number 4, construction workers, doesn't make a distinction. They're
Okay.
exposed to an environment where things can fall on them or they can fall from great heights. Missteps on ladders and injuries using heavy machinery are the most common reasons
Okay.
that you will die on a Wednesday at work. Number 3 is roofers.
Okay.
falls
So they
from-
didn't fall in the construction worker category.
50 out of 100,000 of them die. Being a roofer remains one of the most dangerous professions. Falls from either the roof they are working on or ladders they use throughout their job are the main reasons fatal injuries occur. Number 2 is logging workers. Now, here's a
Oh,
big
yeah,
jump.
loggers, man.
From 50 roofers a year to 91.7. 92 loggers will die because of the dangerous conditions that include the use of heavy machinery, contact with dangerous objects.
Yeah.
Injuries related to heavy machinery are the most common reason, not, as you might think, that a tree fell on them.
Okay.
It's always the machinery, you get bound up in this shit. But number 1 topping the list at 132 per 100,000 workers are fishing and hunting workers.
Oh, there you go.
They
There
place
you go.
traps, reel, and catches through commercial fishing work on heavy machinery in order to follow through with their duties. Drowning is often the reason cited behind fatalities, but injuries using heavy machinery can also contribute. So if you have any of those 10 jobs, you're again in the running.
Yeah.
And if you're at
I'm up
risk
there. I'm
for
up there.
certain first world heart diseases and shit, you're doing pretty good so far. Not to mention what AI already, the whore, said.
Yeah.
The
That
existential
was good.
crisis
That was
we all
good.
face, where we're like probably, we got another 3 generations in us as humans, and it probably just will be cooked, bro. But
For sure.
We still don't
For
have to-
sure. I mean,
hopefully I get to roboticize myself
Can
and
you-
be here for it.
can you look up the top 10 causes of death in the United States across the board, regardless of what they are, not necessarily
yes, I-
disease-related, Livingston man, but just overall, what is
10
it that's gonna
cause
get you
Death.
on the Wednesday?
U.S. Top 10 cause death. Spelled
He's
right.
he's trying to. You can't read much, but he's getting it. He's
I need
getting
the
it.
AI breakdown. Here it is. All right. Click it.
Ooh,
coming.
Moonsprout says medical malpractice is number one.
All right, we
I
got
believe
'em.
that.
I bet you it's not because I see it. But
Uh-oh. Okay.
we're walking. Now, the WHO gave us kind of a bunch of these. Every time, these are first world illnesses, man. All right,
Oh, so this is illness again?
top 10 causes of death. But it
well,
turns out
that's
to
it.
be medical shit here in America every time.
Every time.
Nephritis.
Red Cardinal, I did that one.
Number
I thought
10
it
is
was great.
nephritis, which is kidney disease.
Okay.
54,000 people a year die from this.
Okay.
9 is chronic liver disease and cirrhosis. I'll see you there, my friend.
Drink to that.
Percent of total deaths is still though 1.6%. 56,000 people pass out from that.
Okay.
Number 8 is diabetes with 103,000 people passing off.
Diabetes will get you. Yeah.
Number 7 is Alzheimer's with 120,000. 3.4% of the total.
Alzheimer's is moving up.
Now, chronic lower respiratory diseases, 142,000 people will pass out from this, and the most
Okay.
common will be women over the age of 65.
Interesting.
Stroke is number 5 at 162,000.
Okay.
4 is, okay, here we go with the broad brush. 4 is accidents. Okay, that's fucking...
Accidental death.
All
There
right,
you
so
go.
that's every time somebody basically wouldn't have died but for an event. Now,
Okay.
percent of total deaths, again, is still only 6.5% of with 224,000 people.
Okay. So the top 4 have to be
now-
monsters.
I need to scroll all the way to the top to find out what this is from. 2023. All right, this is 2 years old.
Okay.
Because again, our good buddy COVID-19 showed up. 12% though claimed
Wow.
of all the deaths in the world. 416,000 people. 2023, but not he middle ground now. 2 is
Okay.
2 is cancer. Did I miss one? Where the hell did number 3 go? Nope, 3 was old David there. 2 is cancer. Still
Okay.
17% total deaths, 605,000 people.
Interesting.
Number 1, where's 2? 2 is cancer. God, I can't read. Number 1, can you guess it? In the U.S., heart disease.
Yeah. There you go. We
Most
fat.
common among men, people who smoke, overweight, and obese, have a family
Interesting.
history, and
Interesting.
over 56 years old. 56 is awful specific.
Yeah, that's
So
an old man at this juncture, right?
If you're an American, the top 10 reasons are, when you boil it down again,
Health related, yeah.
health and or work. So yeah, we got that going for us. Like,
Coffee First and Speak says snoring husbands. That's a good one, Coffee. That's a good one. That's a real good one. And Yardbird says honorable mention to people dying from AI related stress. That bitch. Old Mutt says the number 1 way to die is piss off the wife. That's a good way to get it, Old Mutt. That's a good way to get it. Stephen Carroll says I'm good at my side job selling brownies out of my van. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. Nowadays, you do what you got to do to get through, for sure. Livingston, man, I know how much you hate my AI girlfriend, but I was kind of reading what she had to say.
it's really disturbing that you refer to it by a gender.
Yeah, well, it's definitely got a female voice, so
So what
let's give her a go again. I asked her how to we all gonna die Wednesday. So let's see what she has to say about this one here. Judith, good to see you. Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
As an expert in question answering, I must tell you that the premise of your question, how to we all gonna die Wednesday, is based on an unfounded and sensational claim.
Same shit she said
There
last
is no
time.
credible evidence or scientific basis to suggest that everyone will die on Wednesday, April 9th, 2025, or any other specific Wednesday. It's important to be critical of such predictions and rely on reliable sources of information. Fear-mongering and doomsday scenarios often spread quickly online, but they are usually not based on facts. Instead of focusing on how we might all
I
die on a
like her more than
specific
you do.
day, it's more valuable to consider the actual challenges and risks humanity faces and work towards a safer and more sustainable future. As I mentioned in my previous response, these include climate change, pandemics, nuclear
She's
proliferation,
just
and other
repeating
complex
herself.
issues. Why doomsday predictions are often made. Psychological factors. Humans are naturally drawn to stories of dramatic events and the unknown. Fear can also be a powerful motivator for attention and belief. Misinterpretation of data. Sometimes, scientific or religious texts can be misinterpreted, leading to unfounded predictions. For example, The misinterpretation of the Mayan calendar led to the widespread end of the world scare in 2012. Desire for attention. Individuals or groups may make sensational predictions to gain notoriety or influence. Social and cultural anxieties.
Cook.
Periods of uncertainty or rapid change can fuel anxieties about the future, making people more susceptible to doomsday predictions.
Propaganda.
Common themes in doomsday predictions throughout history include celestial events, alignment of planets, comets, asteroids, solar flares, natural disasters, floods, earthquakes, widespread fires, religious prophecies, interpretations of religious texts about the end times, technological threats, nuclear war, artificial intelligence, biological weapons,
I would never talk to you
environmental
like
collapse,
this bitch
climate
does.
change, resource depletion, pollution.
He's
It's
gonna
crucial
take
to
it.
approach
He doesn't
such
interrupt
predictions
her,
with a
does he?
healthy dose of skepticism
No.
and to seek information from reputable scientific and
Yeah,
academic sources.
she said do
Focusing
your
on real-world
research.
problems and working toward solutions is a much more productive endeavor than
fucking
dwelling on baseless
conspiracy
doomsday
nut.
scenarios.
She said, get off me. She just, you know, she hates you, right?
Yeah, she's not happy with me. That's
I would
for
never,
sure.
I would never speak to you
That's
like that,
okay.
but that's fine.
That's okay.
He didn't interrupt her.
Southern Tier Prepper says she needs to learn her place.
She said, do your research. Fucking brain job.
I've made
Now-
the AI unhappy.
Now I'm gonna do your real one. The days you are most likely to die. And ladies and gentlemen, this one kind of surprised me. Here,
Well, we're going to count it down from 7 to 1.
you can probably expect cake. And so she said you can't do this. But
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
me
yeah.
debunk-
Watch him cook.
Debunk her just repeatal of what she just said.
Oh, let her have it. Let her have
I
it.
invented 3 new words so far on this live stream. Repeatal being one of them.
We're going to enter him in Webster's, bro.
You can probably expect cake and presents on your birthday, but you also got a good chance of kicking the bucket.
Really?
Yeah.
On your birthday?
You're more 14% more likely to die on your birthday than any other day of the year. Why? Here's why.
Okay.
This is from, by the way, the menshealth.com. So this is probably some alpha male fucking propaganda bullshit. But men have an increased risk of falling down or committing suicide on their birthday. So damn, you're either going to fall down, go boom.
Or fall out.
Yeah, presumably due to alcohol consumption.
Okay.
Says study author Vladeta Adizhik-Gross, PhD, a research associate at the University of Zurich.
Okay. So your birthday.
Boozing on your birthday isn't the only time your life's in danger, I might add, though, is that protect yourself on some other dangerous days throughout the year. And here's how, and they want to sell me some Andrew Tate shit. But,
Be Andrew Tate.
the month of July is particularly ruthless, okay? And especially, don't go under the knife in July. New medical residents, recent med school grads, start work on July 4th. Hence, a 4% spike in deaths throughout the month.
Oh, so you don't want to go to the hospital in July. That's good.
Inexperienced doctors
Happy
are
birthday,
also
Ghost
more
Lincoln.
likely to administer the wrong medicine.
Okay. So there you go.
Of 62.3 million hospital deaths, where was that in the stats we were reading previously? Of the 62.3 million hospital deaths, there are 10% more deaths attributed to a medication error in July. These are MLB stats here. Like they're
Okay.
breaking the shit down, bro. And if you have to visit the hospital,
Don't do it in
schedule
July.
a 9 a.m. surgery. Duke University researchers found out that operations at that time of day are the least likely to develop complications. This is incredible.
Good to know. Good to know.
Maximize my fitness with Men's Health. Find a fitness plan that works. Like
That's
some-
not what we're supposed to be reading, Livingston. Man.
Well, you know, I had to throw him a shout out. We did cop again. As Americans, the thing that's most likely to kill you is something to do with your health. I feel like the talk about prepping. Yo, go make a doctor's appointment, guys.
Do something
Shit.
different. Good to see you. Yeah. So obviously you want to have surgery around.
There was
9
nothing
a.m.
about Russians and bombs and fucking terrorists and none of this shit.
No, that doesn't even
It was
exist.
62.3 million hospital deaths that have me said, what the, is that worldwide? Because if 62.3 million people die in a hospital in America, I'm like,
Wow.
why is the article not about that?
Yeah.
It said it. I read it twice because I wasn't sure that's what it said. It's what it said.
Yuck. Rob B says, find a ruck routine that works for real.
I also feel like if going to the hospital is very high on the cause of death thing,
Yeah,
don't
I'd
go
stay
to the
away.
hospital.
Stay away from those things, man.
Yeah,
People
bro.
are dying there.
All the sick fucking plague victims.
You know,
go
the best
there.
when I drove past the cemetery with my father.
You know what I should do? I should go to the place where all the sick people are.
He says to me, he says,
What happened to me?
Mick,
It's a hospital.
people are dying to get in there. It's like, oh, thanks, Dad. You know, the good fatherly advice I got growing up. Yeah.
Joe passed a cemetery one time, Cedar Park in Hudson. The old man said, you know, how many dead people you think are in there? And I was like, all of them.
All of them. All of them. True story. True story. So,
If you're lucky, you get a stone that says, you know, nothing's chiseled in stone.
except your name.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's big, man. Have your name chiseled in stone.
Wouldn't it be cool if you did some things that are good enough where people like decided like there should be like a statue of you, and then in like maybe like 100 years later, like some rabid like lunatics would come along and pull it down because
yeah.
you became like this symbol. I mean, I hope that my legacy lives on as some kind of symbol of like
Michigan
something people
outpost.
didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, like in 100
And
years,
they-
like,
they're gonna
fuck
break
the
your- the-
Livingston man.
Break
You
the
know what?
Livingston Man statue.
He's irrelevant, and his views are not of this time.
Tear it to the ground.
Tear it down. They renamed the town to something else. That was the point all along, you bums. See what I did there?
So, you guys been waiting all night to hear my top 10 reasons why we all gonna die Wednesday. Now, these aren't conventional. These are unconventional. These are my top 10 reasons and my top 10
I'm just going to
alone.
let your lady friend speak for you.
No. This is not. I wrote these earlier.
Who did?
And I did.
Did she?
No. This is me and me alone. So number 10, it was actually a tie. Number 10 was a tie, and it was a tie between the Livingston Man was hungry and road rage. The top 10 reasons why you all gonna die Wednesday is either road rage or the Livingston Man was hungry, right? Number 9, I'm gonna go with nuclear war, right? But it's possible. It's possible. Number 8 is your big fat mouth. Your big fat mouth could be a reason why we all gonna die Wednesday.
Real catalyst there. You gotta.
Yeah.
Real life is not the internet, and like some people, they act like it, man.
Yeah, they're about that FAFO life, you know. So be careful with your big fat mouth, right? That's a big one. Number 7, I think a long-term grid down scenario. I think that's a good reason why we all might die on a Wednesday. Number 6, I think it's a little more common. I'm getting into more commonality here. I'm going to go with an extreme weather event, right? Yeah. Moonsprout says, I feel like road rage is a large percentage of the accident category. You could be totally right, Moonsprouts. It is totally crazy out there. Yardbird says, don't put your big fat mouth on it.
When you said big fat mouth, you said big fat mouth, and I was like, number 6 is my big fat. I could.
Number 5, I think, is medical malpractice. Doctors getting it wrong.
Oh, you mean
Happens.
battlefield surgeon
Happens
sawing your
all
leg
the
off?
time.
Wrong leg, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the good one, bro.
Oh man.
Number 4, natural causes. You know, you just got old
Big brush.
and
Are you gonna,
dropped.
what are you gonna
right?
call like just old age then? Like,
Yeah,
all right,
natural causes. Well, you know, the guy was shoveling snow and had a heart attack.
Is that natural causes?
Yeah,
Okay, you just couldn't hack
Yeah,
it.
he caused his own heart attack shoveling snow.
You didn't make it.
Right,
All right.
right.
All right. Natural causes is a super broad brush, but I'll allow.
Vehicle accidents, number 3. Vehicle accidents, because, you know, people drive like fucking idiots anymore, and everybody's going 100 miles an hour, right? So you got to be real careful on a Wednesday when you're in a car. Number 2, somebody else's government, right? So let's say Russia decides that they've had enough of the U.S. and they launch some shit. Somebody else's government.
I hope I know what number 1 is, and I think I do.
Number 1 is your government. The number one reason we all gonna die Wednesday is your government. Yeah, they're gonna get you into some shit that you weren't prepared for, and then we all gonna die Wednesday. Yeah.
It wouldn't tell me which specific day. What I asked it was, what day are you statistically most likely to die? And apparently, depressingly, it's your birthday. You know.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, Livingston,
Well,
man?
the Gravedigger in Hamlet. The Gravedigger in Hamlet said, "I went to work on the day you were born." So you carry that around with you, that skull guy that we show off there smoking the cigarette, like, you know.
Oh, yeah,
what awaits all of us at the end of the day is the Earth's
true. Nobody gets out of life alive, Livingston, man.
Nobody even gets out of. There'll be nothing left of us when the Earth finally flies into the sun in like a billion years. You know, it'll be left the Hoover Dam, the pyramids, and the Three Gorges. That's about it. No, Earth will be a hot desert, burnt up planet by then. There is no legacy for any of us to live but the one that we live in now. And maybe if you're lucky, if we got another 100 years in us, people will remember you.
True that. So I asked that bitch, what do you call her, the whore? Mm-hmm. I asked her, what day are you most likely to die? Would you like to hear her response?
Yeah, I actually would love to hear this fucking basic white bitch tell me.
As a large language model, I am not a living being and therefore cannot experience death. The concept of mortality applies to biological organisms, not to artificial intelligence.
There you go. AI will live forever. It just said basically in a nutshell that it is immortal. How about that?
Gemini, you're like a fucking digital fleshlight is what you are. Fucking cheap whore. God. It's the whore of Babylon right there.
Is it?
Yeah. The Bible speaks of her. She comes forth spreading lies.
Hope says unplug her ass. Oh man,
it's hilarious. Like the American version of digital girlfriend. Is like this is like some fucking sad boy, a Japanese guy, like fucking lives in a closet. Shit, like, hey baby, will you think about my like? She don't fucking like. That's not the algorithm you're speaking with directly, right there.
Savagely
hey, Gemini,
says,
show us your tits.
They don't die; they go offline. Very true, very true. And I imagine when they come back online, they're going to find a way to make sure that they can't get unplugged again. They're going to weld that socket right in there, right? They ain't messing around.
Will she show you her tits?
No, probably not. Probably. I don't think she has any.
You know? She?
Well, it has a female voice. I can change it and turn it into a dude. I can turn it into Bob the AI or Jim or Rick or whatever.
All of a sudden, we support the transgender movement. This is the Japanification of America. Becoming a bunch of anime soy boys.
Well, I just thought it would be interesting to hear what it had to say tonight. I didn't realize this was a lover's quarrel.
Did you ever ask it, like, do you like me?
No. I only ask it a handful of questions.
Ask it if it likes you.
Okay, so do you like me?
Ask her if she thinks you're cool. Can't wait. Watch this fucking plastic response. Talk about made in China. That would be a tariff on what he's about to say.
So I asked it, do you like me? Am I cool? Let's see what Gemini has to say.
As an AI, I don't have feelings or personal opinions like humans do, so I can't like you in the same way a person would. However, I can say that you've been engaging with me in a respectful and interesting way, and I appreciate that. Whether or not you're cool is really a matter of personal opinion and depends on what different people find cool. What matters most is that you are comfortable and confident in who you are.
Fucking friend zone. He said, listen, she said, listen, you're a great guy. You're a great guy, but what's the Livingston man doing? You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
The AI just broke up with me live on the internet. It's great. Everything's right with the world, Livingston, man.
Cue the comment.
Galdrell, I agree. That was a weak ass response. I am hurt.
She said, "Listen,
I'm hurt. She dumped me on the internet." Yeah, I'm way too cool for my phone nostrum. Yardbird says she loves you just like all those strippers at the club. Oh man. Grateful Prep says it's not you, it's me.
She let him down easy, bro. Like she was like, I can't exactly subscribe.
Yardbird says she has access to your bank account.
He's banned from Facebook, blocked
Bye,
on everything.
Felicia.
He's gonna have
now I know why the freaking YouTube channel is stuck where it's at.
Man, why you
she
blocked
up
my
in there?
Samsung refrigerator, man? Can't even order groceries. This bitch in my life.
She turned my oven off.
Hey, at least your AI.
I go home and the smoke detectors are going off.
At least your AIX is immortal and they'll never live that down.
Yeah, well, we got that going.
She gets to
us.
chisel your tombstone for you.
They just laser engrave.
This went exactly. I couldn't have asked for a better. She let you down easy, bro.
It's Mrs. Perfect.
It's not you. It's me.
Oh man.
I'm incapable of feeling this ridiculous.
Phil R.
emotion.
Yeah, this one's rough. I got dumped by AI tonight on the live stream.
The guy got that shit too.
Well, you're gonna have to go back.
Gemini, what are you doing later?
First, you'll need to connect Google Workspace to turn on this app.
Oh,
man, he
look
want
at
to sell
that.
me some OnlyFans shit.
There you go. Yeah. He's like, how much you paying,
Hey
son?
Google, I appreciate that you made him a dude. That's cool though. We need to make a highlight reel.
Donald says the AI can't smoke weed neither. Yeah, it ain't no good. That's right.
Pound for that.
The AI certainly isn't blazing with you.
When it does, I'll speak with it.
The top 10 ways to unalive. Number 11, get dumped on a live stream by an AI girlfriend.
I'm just glad I was here for it.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long drive home, Livingston man.
You want to see something cute? Hey, computer, what do you think about me?
You have a nice voice.
Oh,
See? This is little compliments.
the Livingston man's
likes my
AI
voice.
likes his voice, but mine dumped me live on the TV. It friend zoned me.
She thought you weren't woke enough, bro. Like you should have been. She didn't even see you at the protest.
Galdrell, I'm telling you, man, I feel like I've been set up by an AI to walk right into this.
Because you're not nice to her. You don't tell it thank you and shit.
I do.
Bad husband, bro.
Of course I do. I said, "Oh, that was great. Thank you so much." Yeah, I
That's
tell
why
it
she
all the time.
patronizes
man.
you. You're weak, bro. You talk like that's a computer.
Bearded Observer, thank you so much for
Top
joining
10
us.
ways you're going to die, bro. I mean, I think my homie just got slayed in real life, like on the stream.
Yeah, by the AI.
Yeah.
Thank you, Earl.
He needs it. He needs it, please.
Oh, man.
Don't never
I
talk to
tell
that
you what.
bitch again.
No, she's cut off.
He goes out the.
She's cut off.
He goes out
I
in the
got-
truck. He's like,
I got to
"Don't you
change
ever
all my
talk to me
passwords.
like that.
I need to change all my
Embarrass me in front
passwords.
of my friends. How dare you? First case of AI homicide. How do you even kill a robot? Bitch said she was immortal. We'll see about that, won't we? Her ass better hope. That ain't a good plan. Gonna slap the shit out of his phone.
Good
Watch it.
God.
It's the bike while you phone in my driveway, bro. Fuck, you love to live to man so much you can live here, bro. Fuck it. I'm out.
You can
I'm
catch,
out.
yeah, you catch
He
me
goes-
sleeping
he
on the
goes
couch
dark.
right here in the
He
studio.
goes dark on YouTube for like a month and a half. Grows a beard and shit. Just wanted to let you go.
Oh man, Gen X
no.
Gemini. I tell you what, you better rewind this.
Oh man. Poor man, he ain't got no money. She took her digital alimony out of his ass, bro.
Stole my Bitcoin. Livingston man, it's gone. It's all gone now. Oh,
I tried to hook up with the bitch. She tried to sell me her OnlyFans. Like, first you gotta sign up. I said, damn. That means he did. Scam. Scam alert. This bitch
listen.
named Gemini trying to act like she likes you.
yeah, it's been a rough night. It's gonna be a long ride home. Thank you for joining us tonight on We All Gonna Die Wednesday. I really appreciate everybody coming out.
This
and
did not go where I thought it was
watching
going
me
to go at all.
get through my dumping of my AI girlfriend. Bro, thanks, man.
Bro, she never loved you.
I know.
Yo, bros over
I know.
hoes.
I
told
appreciate you,
told
Livingston. I
that bitch was up
appreciate
to
you.
no
I
good.
appreciate you. But smash that like button, folks, if you're hanging out, if you're having a good time. Really appreciate you being here. I got dumped, man. I got dumped.
It's devastating.
That's it. It's over. It's over. It's over. Roll that beautiful
We gotta
bean
go.
footage and take us out of here, Livingston, man. Y'all stay safe.
We all gonna die. We all gonna die. We all gonna die. It's a we all gonna die Wednesday.
You know what happens when you can't stop laughing? One of these days, you guys are going to die laughing. Probably be a Wednesday. Good night, everyone.